bricks this morning, quite literally. Look at this beautiful brick wall. Can you believe there was a time when somebody said, oh, let's plaster over that? That's ugly. Well, they've chipped away at the plaster to expose the beautiful brick, and they've chipped away at a great confidential menu at Il Ritorno. I think that's how you're supposed to say it, Il Ritorno. It's on Central Avenue in downtown St. Petersburg. Great little Italian restaurant with a confidential menu. I can't tell you about it because the chef won't tell me about it. But we'll talk about it when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from 449 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, to be exact. Name of the restaurant is Il Ritorno. Name of the chef and owner of the place is David Benstock. And you're a St. Pete guy yourself.
Yeah, I was born and raised here.
And Il Ritorno means to return.
Return, yeah.
So you have returned to St. Petersburg.
Absolutely.
You hope people will return to your restaurant.
Yes.
And tell me about, you started in St. Pete, that you had quite an adventure before you came back.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in St. Pete. When I turned 19, I moved out to Colorado and went to culinary school in Johnson, Wales. And while I was out there, I got a really great opportunity to open a Wolfgang Puck fine dining restaurant, Spago, out there. So I worked there for about 4 years. After that, I moved on to New York, where I worked at a couple of restaurants. From there, I moved on to Italy, worked there for about 9 months. From there, I moved to San Francisco, helped a restaurant open over there. Moved to Miami, worked there for 2.5 years.
So you just can't keep a job, is what you're talking about. What an amazing experience, and what culinary experience from New York, Colorado, Miami, Italy. For goodness sakes, you ought to know how to run a restaurant.
Yeah, by now I should, right?
Good for you. Well, tell me about Il Ritorno. Everything I can expect of a...
So Il Ritorno is kind of an accumulation of everything I've learned throughout my career, but focused on Italian food. So it does have a couple French influences. There's even a little Asian influences thrown in there every while, but we do use a lot of classic Italian techniques, such as making fresh bread every morning, making fresh pasta. We make our own gelato. It's kind of what I've taken on from working in Italy, that everything you had to do fresh because you didn't have any choice.
Fantastic. We're going to show off some of the food in a little bit. He's going to give us a pasta lesson. And they're doing a 5-course meal that's confidential. You take a chance and order it, but you have no idea what's coming until it arrives on your table. We'll have a little confidential conversation, and we're going to have a good day, too. Stick around, everybody, and have a good day with us. Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Il Ritorno is the name of the restaurant. It means to return in Italian, and we thank you for returning to Good Day Tampa Bay. And David Benstock certainly hopes you will return to Il Ritorno once you've tried it once. So, executive chef, owner of the place. We're going to talk about a little bit of the menu. Now, the items we see here, these are items that are pretty much on the menu all the time?
Yeah, these are our signature items. So these are items that never change. Our other items on the menu do change weekly depending on what we're bringing in from local farms or what we're bringing in from Washington.
That's kind of fun, you changing the menu on a weekly basis. It keeps you on your toes. And
yeah, it's definitely
keeps it interesting for you, but it also keeps it interesting for your guests.
Yeah, absolutely. We try and create almost a new experience every time someone comes, or the same experience if someone would like to try our signature items again.
Right. Let's go through some of these items.
So this is our cheese and charcuterie. The cheeses and charcuterie on it change weekly. We have anything from wild boar salami to prosciutto to aged goat cheeses. Over here, this is another signature item. This is our charred octopus. We do it in the style of puttanesca, which is classic Italian sauce, but we've deconstructed it into all its different components.
Wow, that's a couple tentacles?
Yeah, so we char it with a blowtorch. Underneath is a little calamata puree and confit tomatoes. Over here, this is our caprese. We get in a really nice burrata from California, really soft, great texture, great flavor, some local heirloom tomatoes, basil oil, 10-year aged balsamic. Just really simple, but great dish, highlight just the natural flavors.
The presentation there, it's like a work of art. I love
yeah, we try and make everything look as good as it tastes.
Yeah, you gotta feed the eyes too, right?
Exactly.
What do we got here?
And this is our squid ink tagliatelle, so it's colored with squid ink. It's served with our rock shrimp, little neck clams. It has a little jalapeno in there for spice, and we finish it with a little bit of tarragon and lemon juice.
Colored with squid ink?
Yeah, so squid ink gives it this nice, vibrant black color. It also gives it a little bit of a brininess to it.
Wow, all right. And what's this?
And this is our ultimate signature dish right here. This is our short rib mezzaluna. So it's a braised short rib stuffed inside of a half moon-shaped ravioli with a little bit of truffle fondue, concentrated tomatoes, and on this one especially we have a little bit shaved black truffles on it.
That is incredible. Now, you're also doing something called the confidential menu, where it's a 5-course meal. People order it and they have no idea what's coming.
Exactly, yeah, it's just a way to create a whole new experience for our guests who have done or tasted the menu before. Everything on the menu is stuff you'll never see on our regular menu, and it's also changing every week. So you could come this week at the confidential menu, come back next week, and it'll be a whole new menu with nothing you've ever had. So it's just a way to create a whole nother experience.
That's pretty cool. I should also mention, because people always ask on Facebook whenever I'm at a restaurant these days, what's gluten-free? You actually will do all of the pastas gluten-free?
Yeah, so all of our pastas that we make in-house, we also make a version of that that's gluten-free. So we make all the gluten-free pastas in-house, keep it separate, that way there's no contamination, and it's just great for any gluten-free people.
Good for you. How about we make a little pasta next?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to make a little pasta. Next.
Take a picture of him. Hashtag cute off.
Now, weren't you talking about making lunches, or were you talking about, I got confused and I got lost about penguins. Was that
Wait,
making lunches?
no, it's not the same story.
Two separate
Stories, okay. All right, because I was practicing my segue, and then I started hearing about penguins. I thought, well, that couldn't be for lunch.
No, we had two different stories there.
They are way too chewy. They're way too chewy.
Stop. Now.
No, you don't eat penguins. I was going to tell you that I hand make pasta for Lindsay Rose's lunch every day, of course. No, that is not true. But we are, oh, look at, oh, that's fun. We're making pasta because at Il Ritorno in St. Petersburg, they make, would I put it to again? Or just one? Okay. They make all their pasta handmade from scratch every day. You realize how much that is? That's a lot of work. Stick around, everybody. We'll give you a lesson in pasta making when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. Italian restaurant. It is David's place. He's the chef. He's the owner. And you make all your own pasta?
Yes, every day.
From scratch?
Yep.
Now, it would be easier just to buy probably pre-made pasta, right?
Yeah, it's definitely way easier, but it wouldn't taste as good.
That is fantastic. So, you said you have an employee who does nothing but make pasta.
Yeah, so he comes in every morning, and him and I will sit and we'll spend the first 4 hours just making pasta, sometimes coming up with new pastas and just trying to create new dishes.
Wow. All right, well, take me to the party. Is that what it looks like before?
So this is, we had just made the dough. This is what it looks like before we start rolling out.
What's in there?
So it's a lot of egg yolks, it's salt, water,
And a little bit of olive oil, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then you run it through the machine.
So from there we run it through the machine like you guys just saw. And then what we're going to make here is called an agnolotti. And we're going to stuff it with this garlic chive filling that we have.
Now, this is not on the menu, right? Whoop, microphone's going flying. This is not on the menu at the moment, but you're doing something called a confidential menu, where it's a 5-course meal, and people just have to trust you.
Exactly.
They give you the confidential, and you bring stuff to the table.
Exactly. It's kind of a surprise. A lot of our clients have learned to kind of trust the chef.
So this may or may not be a confidential item.
Exactly. You may see it, you may not see it. Some of the stuff we create in this kitchen sometimes never hits the table. It's all about creating and making sure everything's perfect.
See, and that's the great thing about a smaller restaurant owned by the chef. You can experiment. You can explore.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, you suggest reservations.
Yes, I absolutely.
Because it is a small place.
It's a small restaurant. We only have 45 seats inside, so it does fill up pretty quickly. Especially on the weekends, we usually fill up by Thursday.
Okay.
So these are just little pockets.
And you make it so easy.
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah. So tedious, but now do you get tired of the tediousness of it?
No, I enjoy it. It kind of relaxes me. It's almost like meditation for me.
Well, I guess so. You get in a rhythm, and look at those little...
So then we just create these little...
Now, what do you fold it up the other way?
Yeah, so we just take it from where these corners are and just fold them in to close it off. It makes these little purses.
Oops.
So just like that.
I keep squeezing the filling out. I'm not helping.
Yeah, definitely.
How are you doing that without squeezing the filling out?
Oh, lots of practice, lots of practice. After a couple thousand of these, you get it down.
Gosh, that is a lot of work goes into this. All right, stick around, everybody. We're going to take these little pockets, if you will, and we'll show you the finished dish because we're going to cook it all up next. Stick around. A whole another hour of Good Day Tampa Bay heading your way.